and welcome to or back to my channel. As anyone who reads my bio knows, I am in Seattle and I am filming this during the massive heat wave. So if I seem a little out of sorts, that is why. Like most Seattleites, I don't have air conditioning, and I think that the old saying that we don't need it in Seattle really needs to be reconsidered. Anyway, today we are going to talk about FreshandFit. I initially heard of them while watching another video, and for some reason I thought it was going to be about diet and exercise. I was wrong. It'll be interesting. Initially, I was going to try to trigger myself, but I've never been to a club, so I can't really defend my reason for going to one. So instead, I'm going to react and talk about the Why Girls Continually Fail to Understand Their Roles video, which someone was kind enough to send me. And I'm really looking forward to understanding what my role in life is, because, we don't have enough men telling women what their true purpose in life is, obviously. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get into that.
But why is it so important for people to strive to be in a relationship? My priority at the moment
Of course it is.
But let me just say, you preach this to men as well. You say, men, if you want a high value man, work on yourself, be better yourself. So I'm saying my job right now in life is to work on myself, become a better version of myself.
I love it.
And eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to be with a person who will deserve that.
I love it.
That's all.
So
I guess she doesn't know that when they tell men to better themselves, they mean, only men, because men are full, actualized human beings, and women are just like little shadow versions of men. We're only here for our looks, and we should not dream of bettering ourselves or having lives of our own or anything that does not involve being attractive to men.
So my question to you, what are three things that you're working on today that's going to make you desirable to the high value man that you want? What are those three things that you're working on today?
Social circles. I think that networking is very important.
Okay.
Another thing is I hope that I will be able to be successful in my life. And it's pretty shallow, but also I think that looks are important, and I take care of myself.
Cool. So out of those three things that you mentioned, you said social circle, success, and looks. The only thing that really relevant to a high value man is going to be the looks. So the unfortunate reality is that a lot of women
So, does that mean a low value man would value something more than looks? Since their idea of a high value man seems to be having a lot of money, I think I'd rather have a man that supports himself but isn't wealthy, and have him value me for more than just my looks.
yourself, they say, I'm working on myself to be more desirable to a man. But the things that you're working on, a man does not want. Imagine a man saying, okay, I'm working on myself to be more desirable to women. And you know what I'm doing? I'm learning how to wear fluorescent dresses. Is he doing something that'll make him more desirable to women?
There's probably a woman out there.
Yeah, it's easy to make that argument. Let's be realistic. Is he doing something that's making him more desirable to top tier women?
Probably.
I would like to know what a top tier woman is. Does that just mean she's really pretty? Because apparently everything else is just pointless, and you shouldn't bother with that so long as you're attractive. Wearing fluorescent dresses can be a fun hobby. Having social circles and being successful can actually be useful in the future and in the present, whereas wearing fluorescent dresses isn't a skill. It's just something that you would do, and it would benefit no one. It would just give the person wearing the fluorescent dresses, a thrill or whatever he would be wearing them for. So this is a really bad argument. Bad argument, bad take, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
And by the way, I'm not disagreeing with you on most of your points.
I know, of course not. I know. So
I just want to make that a point.
We understand.
James Burnett, Israel, the simple fact is you want to be a guy, and what you end up being is alone. You are single because no man has married you. You have the ability to shut me down for 6, and we have the ability to shut you down for marriage. If some man only wanted me just because he thought I was pretty, I would be okay staying single. I am not just here to be window dressing. Wanting to be independent and having your own life and money does not make you a man. Since when is that only a thing men can do?
We understand. Yeah. Don't worry about the comments. Just you and me talking right now.
That's fine. I'm not looking.
So the point I'm trying to make is that when women say I'm working on myself, a lot of times they're not working on themselves in a way that's going to make them more desirable to other men. So to the point of, yes, our podcast, we're telling men to do things that tangibly, same as Fresh and Fit, we're telling men to do things tangibly that make them more desirable to women. But unfortunately, what you're working on and what a lot of women work on are things that will not make you attractive to men.
Okay, so ladies, listen up. Anything you're working on, like career goals, family goals, anything except fitness goals, just throw it out. Just focus only on fitness. All you have to do to be a top tier woman, apparently, is to just be attractive. I agree with Israel that, it's fine and good to have a life separate from your partner. Of course, I also use the word partner, and they do not believe in partnerships. And there you have it. We shouldn't bother doing anything to improve ourselves unless it's making ourselves pretty. So I was very curious about these fellows, and this is their YouTube description. Welcome to Fresh and Fit, where we provide the truth to dating, fitness, social media, finances, and overall male improvement. We will teach you how to fully optimize the dating market by specifying topics that relate to female psychology, dating apps, style, photography, and how to market yourself to women. Myron Gaines will teach you how to build an aesthetic physique by teaching you no BS tactics that the fitness industry refuses to tell you. Where's the rest of it? That's just my question. I mean, where's the topics about style, photography, how to market yourself, fitness, finances? Where is it? So episodes typically have a group of young, conventionally attractive women with the two men. Initially, I thought it was to prove they have game, but looking at the comments, it seems they're actually there to reinforce preconceived notions. Take the episode, every time a girl says she's not dating, remember this. I'm not dating right now, so I was very curious about what that secretly means. In the episode, one of the women says she's not dating, she's dating her work. One of the men attempts to argue that when women say they're not dating, they just mean they're not having dinner with a man, but they're still sleeping together. She says she's not doing that either, and another one jumps in to say that's not true. A woman will say they're seeing someone if they have a bedroom buddy. The other man seems to confuse her with the first woman because he says, so you do have time then, even though this woman never said she didn't have time to date. However, the audience takes the cue and leaves comments like, I'm not dating, but I'm not celibate. I'm just sleeping with multiple guys, so that doesn't count in my mind. Or, I'm not dating anyone right now equals, I'm sleeping around. Stop the cap, ladies. Honestly, I don't have time to date right now. I'm just dating my job. Dating and getting their backs blown out are two different things. Not dating right now equals her back's getting blown out by guys she wouldn't consider LTR material. That's not true, immediately followed by several minutes of her explaining exactly why that's true. Let a woman talk long enough, she'll tell on herself every time. Okay, but that was a different woman that said that's not true. I could be charitable and say maybe they just honestly got confused. But given the title and how the comments are all more or less the same, I'm going to go with this was done purposely. Well done, guys. This is not at all how people become dehumanized. Every time these channels say they're about teaching men about fitness and wealth and male improvement in general, they always default to tearing women down. And I mean, I guess it's easy. Just go on the news and find a story of a woman doing something horrible and well, there you go. And the idea that women are only here for our looks, I mean, what does that mean? That when we hit 50, we should just give it up and die? What happens to women who aren't conventionally attractive? So the way I view it, although according to them, I guess my opinion's not important because I'm a mere woman and thus I should just shut up and look pretty. But the way I view it is that you should always be working on yourself. Male or female, looks will fade. No matter what, you're always going to have to live with yourself, so you should always work to make sure that you are a person you can stand. The only way this works is if they actually think women are like shells of human beings that have nothing going on in their head. And so really the only thing they need to worry about is looking pretty so that some man will come along and wife her up. I hate that phrase. And then she just lives happily ever after. I mean, I feel like these men are in some serious denial about the reality of the world. And also, like, most of these men don't even want to date because they think that women are lying, conniving women of questionable morals. I don't want to use certain words on my channel. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm gonna go like lay in front of my fans and hope this heat wave passes. Please like and leave a comment if you so desire. And yeah, have a good day, and I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be filmed when it's not 95 degrees. Bye.